Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast, and today we're going to be talking about chapter 12 of Queen Bee Book 2. And in this chapter, we rat out another excess minion, and this time it's Lexi. So, our professor has been fired from her position after someone captured the video of our professor getting intimate inside McDermott's with our main character, and then all hell broke loose. We basically started the chapter in the usual fashion. We get some posts on the T, and I gotta say, in book 1, when we were getting posts on the T, I don't think they were in our favor, but this time the posts on the T, the starting posts, they are on our favor and they're leaning on our sides, and they're saying that this kind of relationship between professor and student, this is completely okay and nothing too shabby about it and other stuff. But in reality, the situation is pretty deep. And the chapter starts, we're going to the professor's house, and we also see the text on the group, and lots of people are saying different things. A lot of people are on our side and expressing sympathy for our professor, and some people are really happy with this. But now we are at our professor's place, and what we see that just stuns us, that Lexi is there, and we got to know that Lexi is offering the professor a new job. And professor, after quitting his past job, is also looking for a new job and is going to probably accept Lexi's offer. But we see Lexi is trying to suck up to professor. And then we go inside and we talk about how everything happened. And in a past scene, professor collected a lot of user IDs who were plotting plans against main character and the professor. And there was a certain user who was plotting this firing Ina thing for a long time, and perhaps this was their game. So we sort of, in a mournful situation, talk with each other, discuss strategy or what to do. And then you also get a really steamy scene with your professor, and also some heart to heart later on the rooftop, which was a pretty nice scene, the night sky looking out over the city and the scene with your professor. It was really nice. And then next day, back to business. You go to Belvoir and you talk with Celine, and Celine comes to you and directly tells you that she probably knows who could have fired Ina, and then she gives you a description that matches Lex's description, and then Lex is the one we gotta go after. And then what? It was all about sheer plotting how to get Lexi, and we get to know Lexi works for a museum. And then we just plot it. We take Zoe, our wing woman, or our partner in crime in this case. And meanwhile, we're getting emails after emails from the dean, but we're pretty busy plotting our revenge plot that we can't reach out to Dean. We know it's probably pissing her off, and we are in deep waters, but the dean is definitely showing us more than she knows. And she claims she doesn't trust the T, she doesn't trust this. But for a person like that, she's too invested in T, and she seems kind of suspicious there. But anyway, we go to our plan. We go to this museum where this our next target. Lex is supposed to give a tour to Maxwell and Bertrand. If you don't know, they are a character from the Royal Romance, love interest Maxwell. So all the Royal Romance fan out there, you have a cameo of your favorite Maxwell and his brother Bertrand here in this Queen Bee scene. So we go to the museum, we meet this curator whose name was something Ashanti or something. I really can't spell her name, but it sounds something like Ashanti. I don't know. I've definitely heard the name Shanti, but Ashanti was her name. But anyway, in any case, so we occupy her. Lexi was supposed to meet her, but then Zoe pretends to be the fake curator and sort of attends to and diverts Lexi while we learn all the details from Ashanti, the real curator of the museum, and then we plot our plan. And meanwhile, Zoe is going to fetch all the wrong informations to Lexi. And then Maxwell and Bertrand come, and then Lexi comes to give the tour, and Lexi basically humiliates herself, and we tell all the right informations to them, and Lexi gets super mad at us. And then we see Lexi's boss, and Ina was also there because Lexi is trying to hook Ina up there so Lexi can get her a job there, or him a job there, after Lexi fired the professor. Then we get to expose Lexi, and in an epic scene like the usual, and we will get to add Lexi to the hit list. And it was a really epic scene, and the boss will get to know about the shenanigans of Lexi, and Lexi's boss will fire Lexi, and that will be the end. And we will add Lexi to the hit list. But say what you want, I thought the hit list picture of Lexi was particularly really awesome. The pose, she is pressing her cheeks with her palms, and the way, like, that was super fun, like that was funny, hilarious, and kind of like, oh, what, so much drama going on or something. That was a really good pose. The best pose perhaps after Michael in this, or Bella Velvet had a good pose too, but this pose I like. But after that, mission is done, mission is accomplished. We're talking with Ina, we're just making out, a lot of public watching us. But then we get the email notification that X is out now for the revolt. They're calling on all the nerds, geeks, and people who just skulk at the bottom. All the bottom feeders are going to take over Belvoir. And we see the top 15ers are texting us. And Chloe's text, we see that people are breaking off glasses and other stuff. And it is utter chaos in Belvoir. We gotta go back. And it says, nerds are taking over. What we're gonna do? Well, I was pretty hurt at the sort of representation of nerds. Like, oh, really? Like, only nerds are taking over? But anyway, this is going to be really interesting. Perhaps in the next chapter, it's going to be revealed who X is, but still one minion to go. And what is going to happen with, we still don't know who is Persephone Dalton and Celine. She is a bit too suspicious. A lot of people are saying Celine is Persephone Dalton because they look similar. I have my doubts about that. I think we still have one last hit list candidate who is a swing candidate, so we will get to turn her on our side. But I don't think it's Celine. Who Celine is? Probably she's a normal person like Zoe or Veronica, not an ex-minion, our genuine friend. But we'll see about that. Alright, so that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this chapter. And there's a lot coming on this week. We have some special videos for the Unexpected Heiress, and December is coming up, so there are going to be some rankings. I'll do those in due time. But do let me know your thoughts about this video, about this book here, this chapter. Enjoyed it? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.